help me say this right, because I know you agree with me.
Oh.
Okay, here's what I know. When you're young and in love, it's beyond your control. You know, you can't help it. You know, think about all the people in our 20s that we were in love with who did not deserve us. But what we have now, as a result of knowledge and experience, you know, we have chosen each other.
Danny says it sounds lovely.
Yeah.
But I also agree that we're all just animals who like to rub our crotches on things.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We'll never really know if that's part of what galvanized them appreciating each other. But it was, you know, Tracy and Lang and I really grappled with, like, we wanted something to happen that was human scale but also meaningful, and that is a thing. You know, we're getting to an age where, like, that happens. Like, you know, it's not, if someone our age dies, it's not always that. It's like sad but not that shocking, right? Yeah. So we decided, as painful as it was, that we would let that happen and see what that did to the other characters. Yeah.
It could not be a more shocking thing, though. You're like,
I know.
I remember when I was reading the scripts and just going, boop, 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 what?
I know.
Nobody had prepared me for this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we sort of, like, don't dare to dream yet, but we did. And who knows if we were lucky enough to do more of these. We'd certainly all like to hang out again. And we mentioned
what a
Iceland.
group to get to work with.
Could
yeah.
we go
Oh
to
my
Iceland?
God. What?
Or just the Jersey Shore. One of the two.
I'll take either one of those.
It was very, 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 very fun. I needed a lot of warm tea and honey because I sang for a long time.
day.
We
Yes.
covered that scene for many days, so I was really singing and singing and singing and singing. But it was so fun. I enjoy singing, non-professionally. I was a little terrified of doing it in front of a lot of people, you know, all those extras on top of my fellow cast members. But it was so fun to discover those layers of, you know, the joy that he feels for his friends, for Anne and Nick, at the same time, the betrayal that suddenly is confirmed, you know, from Danny, that he's been keeping things away from me. That was, it was beautiful to discover through the song how to give life to those emotions that are in conflict, if you may. Yeah, it was exciting, a little scary, challenging, but, you know, I had great faces to look at. They fed me a lot.
It was absolutely cathartic because it was very rarely in a script do you get an object of frustration, a literal object of frustration, and a scene to take that out. It's often just an idea, but she directly tells the story about these strawberries, and there have been little hints of strawberries all throughout in her home, in her wardrobe. So to have an object of frustration, to one day all of a sudden realize, wait a minute, I never said I liked these. Other people decided for me that I like these. And you know what? I actually don't like these. And I just was going along with it. It's such a
metaphor.
It's such a metaphor for no. Today I decide what I like. I still don't know what it is, but this isn't it.
Right.
And so, yes, it was very cathartic.
I loved leaning into that because I thought that this is everything he's doing, especially in the summer episodes, even dyeing his hair blonde. It's trying to get away from the real problem. He's pushing things off. He's pushing off the operation. He's definitely in denial in every single way. And he just wants the life that he had before. And I think that's in conflict. And I feel like it's his own personal conflict, but then his conflict in a relationship. So I love that there's that argument as well, like what a person's ready for, what they're willing, and what they have to sort of manage other people's feelings on their problem, and then they have to manage their relationship. So I love that, and also even the part of him dancing. He was like, no, I need a moment to just be free, and to laugh and joke. And I think it goes a step too far, whether he would acknowledge it or not. But he took it a step too far. He was doing the same thing he was doing in his 20s, and I know a lot of folks deal with that. I wouldn't just say it's symptomatic of like gay men in our culture, but there's a large population that sort of lives in this place of being young forever, and not actually dealing with the reality of your body and what you should or should not be doing in this stage. So I think that's what that scene is about. That he takes it a step too far, and his husband's trying to call him on it, and it's just about he's calling him on it because he loves him and he wants him to be well and healthy and strong. And so that's the ultimate conflict. Yeah.
And speaking of cathartic, that was the last scene we shot for the series. And so it was about 4 a.m. We were catching planes at about 6 a.m.
Yes.
And I wasn't even in that scene, and I came for the shoot because I just wanted to be part of the final That's a Wrap. And
That's Wild was the last one.
yeah, and so it was just cathartic, and, out by the beach in the water and dancing in the
dance floor, really.
yeah, it was a beautiful way to end. Yeah.